Hello, sixth grade. This week we are going to be focusing on 3D shapes and solids, characteristics of those solids, and also be finding the surface area. So we're going to be classifying geometric shapes today, but as always, I'm going to begin with a joke. This one comes from Luis. It is, why did 7 eat 9? All right, so thanks, Luis, for sending in the joke, and we will go over it at the end. All right, so we're going to start with some special shapes, ones that you're familiar with, before we get into classifying the difference between pyramids and prisms. So, all right, so some special shapes that might come up during the week. A sphere. So sphere, it's not in my set of shapes, but you're familiar with it, the shape of a ball. We will not find the surface area of this. 7th and 8th grade talks more about circles and finding the volume of a sphere and the surface area. Okay, another one that you might come across this week is a cylinder. So what makes a cylinder is a flat top and a flat bottom, and then is round all the way around. Okay, so a cylinder, and then we all know a cone. So a cone has a flat base and then comes to the point at the top. Okay, so those are all ones you're familiar with. But the focus of today's lesson is to classify the difference between a prism and a pyramid. So a prism, let's show probably the most common prism is a rectangular prism. Okay, and so that one has 6 sides. And prisms, what makes them special is they're primarily made up of rectangles. Rectangular prism is all rectangles. All right, so let's look at a square. So a rectangular prism that is a square, that means all sides are the same. That's a cube. You're very familiar with that. So this would be a square pyramid. So what makes this a pyramid is it has a square base or rectangular base, but then all the sides are triangles. So sometimes this might be called a rectangular pyramid if the base is a rectangle. I don't have any of those. The one that I have is the special square pyramid. So this could be categorized as a rectangular pyramid because a square is a specialized rectangle. All right, so we have the cube, the rectangular prism, and the square or rectangular pyramid. All right, how about if the base is a triangle? So if the base is a triangle, but all the sides are rectangles, okay, this would be called a triangular prism because all the sides are rectangles. But if the base is a triangle and then all the sides are a triangle, this would be called a triangular pyramid. Okay, so this one has no rectangles. So triangular prism, the bases are triangles, but the sides are rectangles, or a triangular pyramid. All right. Next, how about if it is a five-sided shape? That's a pentagon, right? So this would be a pentagonal prism. The base is a pentagon, and all the sides are rectangles. So the top would actually be a pentagon as well. So this would be a pentagonal prism. What about if the base is a pentagon and it comes to a point? What would that be called? If you said pentagonal pyramid, you'd be correct. Okay, so that's a pentagonal pyramid. All right. The last one that I have for you is a 6-sided shape. Okay, 6-sided shapes are called hexagons. That's right. So this would be called a hexagonal prism. Hexagonal, what would it be? If it comes to a point, it's a hexagonal pyramid. So that's going to be true for all the shapes on up. I don't have a larger one than the hexagon, but it's the same exact thing for an octagon. So it would be an octagonal prism and an octagonal pyramid. Okay, So you get the picture. Activity today, you're going to be classifying the shapes, choosing the name, and being able to tell which are which, and especially knowing the difference between a pyramid and a prism. Okay, now the answer to our joke from Luis. Oh, let's get it without a glare. Why did 7, 8, 9? Because you are supposed to eat, oh, there's a glare. How do I do this? Because you are supposed to eat 3 square meals a day. And you know what 3 squared is? 9. Did you like the joke? Well, if you don't, then you can blame Luis, not me this time, because you're supposed to eat 3 squared meals a day, and that equals 9. That's why 7, 8, 9. All right, have a great day, everyone.